Hello, in this video here, I'm just going to give you another quick review of one variable equations. Some students are still having problems. Okay, so I'm going to start with uh, equation with variables on both sides. See, variable, the one with the letter. These are variables. We have one on the left, one on the right. Okay, so always keep in mind, we want to have one term on the left, one on the right. On the left side here, we have just only one term, 9v, that's it. On the right side, we have negative 10 plus 10v. So we have two terms, one, two terms. So your goal is to have one term on the left, one term on the right. Okay, so so you look at it and you say, you're trying to solve for v, okay? And we have v on the left, v on the right. You want to group it. So I just want to move all my variables to the left, okay? I just want to move it to collect them on the left. So what do I do? It's negative 10 plus 10v plus, since it's adding here, I'm going to subtract, okay? That is how I remove it. If I subtract it, okay, it goes to 0 over here, and 9v minus 10v, see, 9 minus 10 equals negative 1. So 9v minus 10v is negative 1v, but we don't write a 1, we write negative v equals negative 10. Okay, negative v equals negative 10. And if you divide both sides, let's see, there's a negative 1 here, but we don't write it. So you divide both sides with by negative 1, then you get v equals 10, because negative over negative is equal to positive. Okay, so we're done with that one, right? Okay, now here, so we have second question, negative 1 plus 10v plus 10 is equal to negative 5 plus 12v. How do we do that, right? Okay, so you look at it. Okay, you got three terms, one, two, three, and then two terms on the right, three on the left. Okay, first, let me simplify the left side so that I'll get 2 and 2. So I collect like terms. You see the 10v, okay, by itself. You see negative 1 and 10 are like terms. So I put them together, plus 10 minus 1. The sign before the integer goes with it. So it's plus 10 and then minus 1 is equal to negative 5 plus 12v. Okay, 10v plus 10 minus 1. Okay, these are the like terms. So 10 minus 1 is 9. So 10 plus 9. 10v plus 9. Okay, so 10v and 9, they are not like terms. Okay, so now what do you have? You have two terms on the left, two terms on the right. You want to get to where? Where you have only one term on the left and one term on the right. I collect like terms. I move my v's to the left by subtracting what? Negative 12v. Okay, so what is 10v minus 12v becomes what? Negative 2v plus 9. That goes away. I have what's left on the right side. I have this negative 5. So be careful. Okay, negative 5 left. What do I do again? I have two terms on the left, one on the right. Okay, I group like terms. Okay, you see the 9 and the negative 5, those are like terms. So I move that to the right. So subtract 9 from both sides. I'll be left with negative 2v on the left side. That cancels. Okay, negative 2v equals, what is negative 5 minus 9? Okay, if you don't get your integers right, you're going to get the question wrong. It is negative 14. Okay, so negative 2v equals negative 14. What do you do? Negative 2v equals negative 14. We want just v. What is v equal to? That's all we want. So we need to get rid of the negative 2 multiplying the v. How do we get rid of it? We reverse it by dividing by negative 2. All right, reverse it by dividing by negative 2. And then negative over negative, we will just get positive. Positive. V equals 7. You're done. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we have 1/3 plus 5 over 3 r minus r equals 2r. Okay, so here, what do we have? We have Denominators, we have fractions. Fractions make a lot of people uncomfortable. So what do we do? Okay, we are going to remove the fractions. Okay, so we find, let's focus on the left side. Okay, we find the LCM of 1 over 3, 5 over 3, and this r here is r over 1. So guess what? So we find LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. Okay, so we find the LCM of 1 and 3. Okay, it is 3. So you take the LCM, you divide by each denominator. So 3 divided by 3, and then you multiply by the numerator. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. I put it over here. I take this 3 again. I divide by this. I divide by this 3 as well. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 5r is 5r. So we divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. So LCM divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. Okay, that's 5r. And then 3 again divided by 1. 3 divided by 1 is 1. Is 3, sorry. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 times the negative r is negative 3r. Got it? Find the LCM, right? Divide by each denominator and then multiply by the numerator. And now they all become 1 with one line, okay? So 1 plus 5r minus 3r, it becomes 1 plus 2r. This is equal to 2r. What do you do over here? Okay, this 2r is 2r over 1. So what I do is I use the butterfly method or cross multiplication. 3 times 2r, use parentheses, is equal to 1 times 1 plus 2r. Use parentheses. Okay, see that? And then you write your equation. 3 times 2r is what? 6r. And then 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2r is 2r. We remove the parentheses. Okay, distribution. Okay, what do I have here? Now the fractions are gone, parentheses are gone. Now I need to group my like terms. I'm solving for my variable. Okay, I have one on the left, one on the right. I group them by moving everything to the left. Since it's adding, I subtract. Okay, so I subtract it from both sides. 6r minus 2r is 4r. And here I'm left with 1. Okay, now we get to this point here, 4r equals 1. I want my r. Focus on your r. Okay, and there is a number multiplying my r, which is called the coefficient. Okay, I need to get rid of it. Since it's multiplying, I divide by 4 on both sides, and I get r equals 1/4. Here's another question here. Negative 8 equals negative parenthesis, negative w minus negative 2. Okay, so first let's simplify what's inside the parentheses. Negative w, okay, minus negative 2 becomes plus 2. So first step, the double negative becomes plus. Okay, got it? First step is done. We need to remove the parentheses, right? Okay, so this negative, actually there's a 1 here. So if you don't see a number there, just know that there is 1 there. So it is negative 1 that we are going to multiply through the parentheses. It's negative 1 times negative w. See, negative times a negative equals positive. So it's negative 1 times negative w becomes positive w. And then negative 1 times positive 2 becomes negative 2. Okay, now parenthesis gone. So we have negative 8 equals w minus 2. We are going after w. Okay, we add 2 to both sides, plus 2, plus 2. When we do that, w is going to be by itself. That's what we are looking for. So negative 8 plus 2, okay, becomes negative 6. So w equals negative 6. you're done. Okay, and the final one I want to solve today is these rational equations. You have 5 over a minus 2 is equal to 9 over a plus 2. We want to solve for the variable a. Okay, so you see 5 over a minus 2 is one term, it's together. If you have 5 over a and then let's say 1 over 2, these are two terms, okay? You cannot do cross multiplication. You cannot do that. So, but we have this division sign here. It makes all this 1. And then this is 1. Okay, so we have one term on the left, one term on the right. Butterfly method. 9 times a minus 2, use parentheses first, don't jump steps yet, is equal to 5 times a plus 2. Okay, see that? We've gotten rid of the denominators. Next step, distribute through to get rid of your parentheses. 9 times a, and then 9 times negative 2. So it's 9a minus 18. 9 times a minus 9 times 2, 18. You do the same thing on the right side. 5 times a plus 5 times 2. Okay? Spread it out. Now what do we have? We have straight equation, no fractions. You have variables on both sides. You need to collect them. All right? Okay. Since it's plus 5a here, I subtract 5a from both sides. Okay, when I do that, I have 4a minus 18 equals 10. This goes away. First step. Second step, I have an integer here, an integer there. I want my variable to be by itself. So I remove the negative 18 by adding 18 to both sides. 4a equals 18. I just want my a by itself. So I need to get rid of the coefficient of the a. So since it's multiplying, I divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 4. 4a over 4 equals 28 over 4, and a equals 7. Okay, so with this, I need you to go and practice. I excel. Okay, keep on practicing the exercise I've sent you. Send me any more questions. Do these ahead of time. Send me questions before your test on Saturday. All right, have a good day. Bye bye. Keep on practicing, right? And I keep telling you, and all things being equal, you shall what? You shall bloom. Welcome to Bloom Leadership Academy. Thank you.